We're sure there are more, sir, but that's all we can back up with reports.
How many tankers are operating from the Canadian bases?
73, sir.
Well, let's not schedule any more bombers or tankers in there. They'll be looking for cripples for sure.
Pass that to operations plans and numbered Air Force controls.
Yes, sir. What's your latest total on aircraft losses, Dutch?
In addition to the 93 lost over enemy territory, we know we've lost 387 bombers, 237 tankers on the ground. Some of these had just returned from their missions. 258 of these bombers were B-52s.
That's bad. But it's a lot better than it might have been.
Sir, if there are no other questions, intelligence is now ready to brief.
Go ahead.
Sir, we have 625 strike reports in and 182 debriefing reports, but our evaluation is limited. This is a summary of the majority of the targets we attacked on our quick strike and follow-through strikes. 33 missile sites, 302 enemy air bases, 12 long-range Air Army headquarters, 18 atomic weapons storage sites, 57 fighter and tactical air control centers, 48 government control centers, and 12 enemy transport centers. We're waiting for the strike photos to compute the actual destructions. But we do have the bomb damage assessment mission photo for target M.
Let me see it.
This is the map of the target, with the initial point here and the aiming point here. This is the radar prediction on which the crew was briefed. And here is the outline of the lake, which is on the map. This is a blow-up of the picture of the radar scope as the bomb detonated.
I know all that. Where did the bomb hit?
Within 300 feet of the aiming point. The target was destroyed, according to our first estimate.
Never mind the rest. Send me the analysis when you get it. Did we get the Shverskev and Kutska airfield complexes?
Yes, sir. We have final reports on both of those.
Good. Brief me on those later in my office. I want enemy air battle targets we're not sure rescheduled as quickly as possible.
Yes, sir.
What were the effects of the Soviet attack on the United States?
Sir, we have them plotted over here. Sir, we have failed in our primary mission, deterrence. However, our secondary mission of destroying the enemy is apparently fulfilled. Catastrophic damage has been inflicted on the United States. We have only spasmodic communications with the most highly affected areas. Most of these were through isolated ham radio operators. Other information has been pieced together from the reports of visual observation by returning bomber crews. Total personnel casualties are estimated to exceed 60 million. This includes approximately 20 million wounded. As we expected, they threw the bulk of their bombers and their best weapons against the offense force. However, they threw a strong effort against the atomic energy industries, the communication control centers. The New York, Pittsburgh, Detroit, Chicago, and Los Angeles industrial areas were completely destroyed. Boston, Buffalo, Richmond, Knoxville, St. Louis, Omaha, Denver, Salt Lake, Seattle, and San Francisco suffered severe damage and high casualties. Their effort reaches as far south as Fort Worth, Dallas, and Miami. It will be some time before we have a complete report. Our contacts with civil defense are only spasmodic. You will receive a complete report as soon as the facts are available. The President and the Joint Chiefs of Staff are safe and at the alternate command post. There appear to have been 2 waves of enemy aircraft, separated by about 4 hours. Oddly enough, Air Defense advises that the only unidentified aircraft they've spotted in the last 10 hours have turned out to be friendlies. Sir, the next briefing phase will be by operations.
Thanks, Red. Sergeant, let's have a look at Foxtrot, please. Sir, we're operating under Plan Foxtrot. The next attack is scheduled for takeoff in 7 hours. It consists of 123 strike aircraft. 52 are support missions for Europe and the Far East.
What are the remaining 71?
8 new airfield targets and 5 new weapons storage sites, which were picked up during Quick Strike. We have 2 bombers committed to each. The remainder are divided. 25 against airfield targets we missed during Quick Strike and follow through, and 20 on control centers we didn't schedule.
Reassess those control centers right away. We'll attack only those you consider imperative.
Yes, sir.
Double up the attack on their airfields, along with the other targets' intelligence releases, and revert to positive recall. Dawes, get me the Joint Chiefs at command post.
Yes, sir.
What are you planning after Foxtrot?
Operation Clean Sweep. That calls for about 200 bombers, 24 hours after Foxtrot.
Sir, the Joint Chiefs of Staff are on the line.
Bill, I'm sending out some cleanup and theater support attacks in 7 hours. I've got a feeling that after the next strike, we may have control of the air. The next 24 hours should tell. In any event, I'm not going after his industry as such for 31 hours. All future attacks will have positive recall procedures. Does CIA have anything? Yes, we have sufficient weapons for at least 3 days' operations. Please keep me advised.
In war for survival, how soon can a nation surrender? When its military power is destroyed and its communications and governmental centers shattered, we must give him every chance, take every precaution to ensure that no bomb falls after he acknowledges defeat.
So the nation's strike force, its first attack completed, follows up its offensive. The main effort concentrated against Soviet air power, airfields, bomb and fuel depots. Already, more destructive power has been delivered than has been expended in all the wars in the history of man. The time is now D-Day +4. 4 days after the first attack.
Sir, we now have definite indications of our success in the air offensive. During the past 36 hours, no nuclear weapons have detonated outside of the USSR. Our attacks have reduced the Soviet Air Force to a handful of aircraft operating from substandard bases. These bases are being located and attacked by our reconnaissance bomber force. Here is our bomb damage since the first strike effort. Assessment: 100 enemy air bases attacked, 94 completely destroyed, and 6 heavily damaged. Only 4 bombers have been lost. These are believed to have been operational rather than combat losses. Central Intelligence Agency reports that 18 unofficial requests for ceasefire have been received by radio. Supreme Allied Commander York reports almost complete disintegration of resistance by surface forces.
They must quit. They have no other choice. We have the air, we have the power. And they know it.